So what is Church Scientific all about? Well, Church Scientific starts with the assumption that being a Christian can make us a better scientist. And if we go back through the history of the sciences, there are certainly plenty of examples of great scientists who have been Christian believers. People like Michael Faraday stand out, James Clerk Maxwell, Gregor Mendel, who was a monk, and also Georges Lemaitre, who proposed the idea of cosmic inflation. And there are many, many examples, both alive today and in the past. Now, it might be not too surprising if being a Christian could help you be a good collaborator, perhaps a good communicator, certainly to be honest and hard-working. But couldn't we say something more than that? The conviction of Church Scientific is that we can, and that if Jesus Christ is really the Lord, the Creator, the Saviour and Sustainer of the cosmos, then knowing Him and worshipping Him should somehow make a difference to how we see this world. We believe that being a Christian should make a difference to everything that we do and the whole ways that we think, every way that we think and work and see the world. So how could that be? Well, Church Scientific isn't a magic formula or special recipe that will immediately guarantee better results, of course. But we do pledge that people who get involved with Church Scientific as scientific researchers will find some Christian perspective on their work. Now, whatever you're working on, whether it's in the natural sciences, in physics and chemistry and biology and environmental science, or whether it's something more to do with technology, engineering, computer science, even things perhaps in business science, political science, we pledge that Church Scientific will help you to find some distinctive Christian perspective. And perhaps we can see why that might be possible. After all, scientific advances often come out of scientists having strange ideas or hunches or convictions that are not immediately obvious to other people and not obvious to their colleagues. So in fact you don't have to spend very long in scientific research to realise that controversies are everywhere. They're endemic in science. And so discoveries and breakthroughs and advances have typically come out of a particular scientist or group of researchers having some strange idea which turns out to work very well. So even if we think back to the very ancient controversy about the solar system, was the sun revolving around the Earth or the other way around, there it was some particular set of expectations and convictions and ideas and beliefs that helped people like Copernicus and Galileo and others to realise that that was a better way of seeing the world. And all the way through a lot of other amazing discoveries and breakthroughs, particularly things like plate tectonics, the idea that the Earth is composed of, its crust has plates that move around. That was a very controversial idea. So the convictions we have about how the world is made, how it works, what cause and effect are like, what kinds of things we can research and study, how they could relate to each other, all of these things can go into a Christian philosophy of the sciences. So how could Church Scientific work for you? Well, whatever your area of scientific research, we pledge that if you get involved with Church Scientific, we will help you to find some novel perspectives on your science, on your research, which will be rooted in a Christian worldview and a Christian philosophy.